because the viewers start to fall down.
Yeah.
But the people who who are buying my work is only like 20 and are all the same.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. In other
uh,
words, I think, look, I definitely think it's very difficult out there. And if there's any listeners who are listening to this now who can give Maria some tips, or even me, or, yeah, put it out there, because I definitely think that that it must be the same for you, but it's the same for me now, because everything is online now. It is a wild, I call it the wild, wild west out there, like we're all there, you know, you're not the only designer or artist struggling. I'm not the only yoga teacher teaching online. There's, you just sharing this big pool now with all these other people, even more than before, because there is so little exposure outside of the online world now, so and I definitely think what I find so amazing about you, and I definitely want to say it again, it is how you are not giving up. You're just not willing to give up. So I think I definitely do think that you really, have this belief in yourself and your capabilities, and that's amazing. And you are, your work is, I mean, it's something that I say to Miguel all the time, like, your work is so incredible. I wish it was seen by more people,
yeah.
and it should.
Yeah. I'm glad you think like that, because I'm always thinking about giving up.
Yeah, don't.
And thank you for your support. It's really important when friends and even people who don't even know you support you. And I'm really thankful for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's important. It's important not to give up.
Yeah.
And this year, 2020 and 2021, I'm learning to not giving up, but it's frustrating how much I've been creating, how much I've been putting out there,
Yeah.
and I feel I have
How little response you get. Yeah.
a little response, almost none in return. It's
And
really
how
exhausting.
do you, because this is another thing also, which is also great to share with the listeners, I think, is like, how do you then cope with that? Like, does it affect you? Does it frustrate you? Do you get angry? Do you feel like, is it, or do you need to find ways to actually say to yourself, oh my God, I really need to let this go? Like, how do you go through all that?
Yeah, I don't even know how I cope with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, does it
I've
affect you? Like, do you get upset about it, or do you
a
like,
lot.
okay, yeah, exactly. So it definitely does upset.
I get upset a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And some days I'm feeling really angry. Yesterday, let me tell you, I didn't told you this, but uh, on Sunday I was listening a few podcasts, an interview podcast in Portuguese that I really love that show. He interviews everyone, and he knows he have this amazing knowledge about everything. But I was listening interview with a guy like a success story in the pandemic. The business went well, blah blah blah. And the next episode was about another guy who did a lot and had a lot of success. And I can't hear this. I can't. I've been working a lot and I have no success. No,
Yeah,
I couldn't hear another podcast about that.
and not
So
just
yeah,
do it.
I've been really angry, really,
Mm.
really angry about everything and nothing at the same time.
And what do you do when you get angry?
What I don't, yeah, I just wait. I now these days I don't even have motivation to body combat, and I
Yeah,
don't have space at home,
yeah,
and the gyms are closed, of course.
yeah.
I don't
But
know. Lately,
that's another thing that's really important at the moment, is our mental health. Like, it's because all of this is affecting, you and a lot of people.
Yeah, and last week I've started to walk even more time with Lolita.
Yeah.
We walk every day, half an hour at least.
Yeah.
And I was having a creative block. Now it's opening.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, and even yesterday, I was creating this illustration, and our friend Livia was asking if drawing or painting was therapeutic. And I said, I don't know, because I've been doing this all life, but lately
Yeah.
I couldn't even draw, and it yesterday was really difficult to start the sketch. But
Yeah,
in
because
the
last
end of
time
the painting,
you did a live drawing, right?
yeah,
On Instagram, which was
yeah,
really fun. I
yeah.
actually followed a little bit of that. It was really nice to watch. And but do you feel like is there a certain is it because you're being frustrated and all that stuff in the pandemic times? Is that creating a block, or can you point out like what it could be that is giving you this block?
Yeah, I know exactly. It's because uh, looks like my work is has no meaning, no meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know this is very stupid. I know I have a few followers that like my work, but the moment when you're not contacting with people like
Yeah.
how I usually go to conventions like
Yeah,
Comic
of
Con
course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
are the most amazing place where an artist could be
Yeah,
because you talk with people, will find your work and feel amazing about it. They even buy your
yeah.
stuff. I
Well,
sell a
it
lot.
helps. It helps, of course, also to meet the maker. Like you've been to places. I mean, I've seen you also at Vegaнаrio, for example. You're
Yeah.
always. I mean, that's also how we met. You and I started chatting then,
Hmm.
and I think that that is a problem for a lot of people, myself included, is like not having any exposure, like live exposure, right now to people, which
Yes.
definitely can take away 80% of your business. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I think that's why I'm having or I
Yeah,
was having a creative block because
yeah. That makes
it feels
sense.
like no one likes my work. Uh, no one. I don't have meaning. My work doesn't have meaning. Doesn't
Yeah,
get to anyone. Um.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's a shame, but it makes a lot of sense, and I hope that you know, yeah, the sooner the better. Things will start evolve a bit or change again and shift again, and so that will come back. And I think also I think you got a lot out of traveling too, which you're also not doing, right? Like you got
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
inspired.
The last time I traveled was in January last year.
Hmm.
Um, and I wasn't even planning traveling in 2020, but it was a gift from a
Yeah,
friend. Because I was starting to my freelance
yeah,
adventure,
yeah,
and I wasn't planning at all to travel
yeah,
because I had no money, but
yeah,
yeah, I did my last travel, and the travels
yeah,
inspire me a lot because
yeah.
I visit a lot of museums that I love,
Hmm.
and even speaking with people. An introvert, but everyone loves to speak with me, and I learn a lot
Yeah,
from my travels.
yeah. And speaking of what inspires us, because I think we should definitely end this episode on a very elevated and inspirational note. Why do we, or why do you love drag so much? I mean, we are massive drag fans. And so, we watch every Saturday night. Marie and I have a date, and we watch the drag race together, RuPaul's Drag Race. So tell us a little bit, Maria, like what does it do to you, especially also as a person, but definitely also probably also has an influence on you as an artist. So please share.
Yeah, it's a whole new world, where you can see and almost feel creativity and freedom. Mostly because uh, most of the drag queens didn't have like the greatest life,
Mm-hmm.
with humiliation and not being able to be free to show what they are. So you can see exactly what they are when they are in drag. Like when once RuPaul said, the drag is not transforming you, is showing what you are. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so they are so creative, and nowadays, they are really different queens,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see like the funny one, the campy, the fashion queen, and they inspire me. Even some of my illustrations are fan art of something.
Yeah, and they're amazing.
Um, yeah. And I don't know exactly how to explain, but I love it. I usually, in normal times, of course, I go to drag shows, uh, and it's amazing. I don't know how to explain. It's really exciting. All the performance and all the transformation. Um, everything. But you learn, and even with Drag Race, it's okay. We have all that drama, but it's almost philosophical, and we can learn about ourselves with others,
Yeah.
with their problems, their solutions, how they see themselves and others. Now we also can learn about um, the trans, non-binary, why, and even why we are cisgender, why we, I spoke
Mm-hmm.
we, I identify as a woman, a cisgender woman,
Yeah.
um, and all that stuff. Like you can feel others and feel more, and feel more empathic
Yeah.
toward others. So yeah,
Absolutely.
it's the world.
Well, absolutely, and I think for you, when I think what the experience is like for you, also as a designer, I think there's layers of you love the vision of it, like the textures, the layers, the colors, their makeup, all this stuff that they're doing in a sort of artist way, and then there's also this very personal experience of. That's what I feel. RuPaul to me is definitely he's way more than just a drag queen in my opinion. He
Mhm.
really is like in a way a teacher, like on a spiritual level, like
Yeah.
and the stories are so inspiring. And I mean, I've hardly ever watched an episode where I'm not crying, because it really touches my heart. But it's always been like that, like and I strive to be an ally for the gay and trans community anyway. So
Mhm.
so then you feel so bonded with their stories. um and it's just a beautiful art form, really, to me, drag. Like it's wonderful. Are we yeah, we can't get enough, can we, Maria?
Yeah.
It's definitely
Caro, I know we are in the middle of the episode, but can you hear me, right?
yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know why my headphones turned off.
No, I can hear you, I can hear you, I can hear
Cool. Okay. Okay. Okay.
you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I think drag is just everything. So I think that
Mhm.
would be a lovely note to end this this episode on.